tell that they seem to be, um, you know, similar to dragons of old lore, from the Pact worlds. However, you are not quite an expert in dragons, as I don't believe they were very common for the Veskarium to come across before the Pact worlds.
Is my character able to discern it's a reptile?
I mean, you just know that by
Um,
uh, association.
Does he even know
Alright,
it was
fucking.
once a
Apparently the
creature?
reptile can't discern anything about the other giant reptile. Lovely. I'm going to
Apparently.
get the truck because I'm pulling the skull off the head.
And and both Revid and Beggles, you are able, as you get closer and try to chip away at pieces of the bone just to learn a little bit more about it, you are able to discern that it's probably been floating around the planet for somewhere between 700 years to a millennia.
Mm.
So it's been long dead, and that's the only way that it has been so caked up with this. Essentially, it has become obsidian, and uh, in its stasis within the lava,
Nice.
so to speak. Um, and upon closer inspection, you can see that beneath the skeletal rib cage, it has formed something of a walkway, of just pure obsidian, and it's a big enough chunk that you would actually be able to drive the vehicle across.
Mm. Mm. Can I take a scraping of this with me?
Yes,
Okay.
you may.
Put that in my inventory.
And you can learn more about it if you want later with that. For anything heavier, maybe about like species kind or so on, you definitely have to take it back to your little lab
Well, yeah, because I
to
have
learn
that.
more
I
about
have
it.
the fast retrieval, so I can recall better knowledge when I get next to a computer.
Yeah.
Alright, do we want to collect the head now or later?
Go get the car. We'll put the.
I
get
got the
good-
car! I
Let's
need
go
someone to
get the
fly the
head.
space faring thing. We're gonna cable this bitch up.
Well, you need double.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Double to drive the car or drive the spaceship.
I'll
Or
fly the
Leaf, do you
spaceship.
wanna? Alright, then go get the spaceship.
Fine. Bring me the spaceship.
It's right here. You got it. Good. Now fly over top the head. I'm gonna pull the car above the head. And we're gonna.
So, in order to try this, uh, let's see.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Test me.
I'll TPK us all right now, Schnoodly. I got nothing to lose.
Just everything falls apart. Um, as this is a very heavily crusted skeletal, like basically it has become something of obsidian. You will have to spend a little bit of time chipping away at enough of it to get it loose where it is.
Yeah.
Um, additionally, I will have you both make piloting checks to make sure that you can control your vehicles.
Why the fuck am I making a piloting check? I'm
Perfect.
driving a car.
Perfect.
I mean,
piloting
you're
skill.
piloting your car.
Look at that.
Alright, whatever. I have 0 piloting, so get ready for this nat 1 and the fucking cyclone's gonna go in the lava.
Jesus, nothing on this.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It's almost called exactly what was gonna happen.
Well, Brad, you did not need to make a roll.
he brought one of the hover bikes out.
Okay, well we can say that.
No, he literally did. It's right there. I see it.
Oh, okay, cool. So the two hovering vehicles.
Yeah, they're
uh,
completely fine, but the one
cable
that
tie with cable taut within the nose or the mouth of the dragon head. Uh, Thankfully, despite Vecton's apparent just inability to see, some ash flies into his eye and he kind of swerves a bit. Thankfully, the two hovering vehicles overhead are able to help correct him through the cabling, just saving the cyclone and thereby Vecton's life.
All right, where are we at now?
And you guys are able to haul off the head of this dragon.
I'm gonna engineer this thing to the fucking front of the ship right now.
All right, where are we, Schnoodly? Did we get all the way
Does
back to the
anybody
ship?
want to assist him?
What do you mean?
Does anybody want
Are
to
we-
assist him in
I'm
engineering it?
Chopper.
asking where are we? Did we get the skull
Yeah, I was
back
going
to
to
the ship in one
Yes,
Yes.
go?
we did.
Okay.
Yes.
Help me put this shit on here, Bagels.
All right. Well, I'm gonna help as well because I'm just the muscle.
All right. That's okay. Nope. Hang on.
Python tests.
All right.
They're just
well,
throwing dice. They're goddamn monkeys.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, how's
So what's supposed to happen is if somebody's assisting you with something, they give you a +2 bonus.
Alright.
So you do have a total of 24 with Brad's +2 bonus.
I'm helping as well, bitch. I don't know how to
then
engineer.
It's 26. Well,
Yeah.
nonetheless, you guys are able to affix the head of this to wherever you guys were wanting to affix
Are we
it.
doing it? Are
To
we
the
doing
head.
it on the top? No, 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 no. Are
To
we
the-
doing
to
it
the
on
front.
Stop! Calm down. Are we doing it like on the top of the nose? Or are we doing it like old ship style where it's?
Old ship style.
All right, then we're putting on. That's gonna look weird, but all right.
No, like affixed to the front of the ship so that it like
Yeah,
looks.
underneath on the front.
Like it
Yeah.
looks like the mouth is eating it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Like the horns will be like above the ship, like the mouth. It'll like basically we're sticking the nose of the ship in through the back of its head.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
That works.
I'm glad it's the first 3 hours was being on this planet was to steal the skull off this dragon.
Look, it's completely important. Okay.
At this point, despite the moon has been completely captured within the umbra of the gas planet. However, despite that, of course, the lava everywhere gives you more than enough light to move on.
Nice, nice. Let's
Alright.
keep heading towards that.
I'm driving.
Fortress.
Is anybody arrive with me, or are you guys staying in your space flying
I'm
things?
staying in my space flying thing. Thank you.
Then take them with you, because they're over here now for some reason. I'm driving. Apparently, Brad's just running because he didn't grab his bike.
Yeah, where'd it go?
I'm trying to mount this bike.
It's near you.
My bike!
No, you were stealing Brad's bike.
There. Just
Brad
highlight.
took the bigger bike.
Drag. Okay, so just go to your bike and stop moving, double. I'm
I'm
trying
moving
to
it.
help you. Stop. Drag. Just drag over both of you, and then you can move both at the same time. All right, I'm doing a fucking perception check.
This is hysterical. Alright, what are you trying to perceive?
Anything.
Okay, so you keep your reptilian eyes out, looking for any sort of dangers. Of course, you can see the unstable footing just over to your left. However, you're able to tell that this does seem to be a worn path. Whether it has seen any action recently, you're not able to tell as it's caked in soot and ash of other forms.
All right, then I.
Pick me up a sample of the planet while you're down there. Foot lackeys.
I'm the captain of the goddamn ship. All right, I'm gonna collect some. That's fucking. It's not life science, is it?
Yes.
All right, well, I'll roll a 1 again. Almost.
Cool. All right.
Gather some samples.
You have
okay,
some-
keep grabbing the bike by accident, or his flying ship. And I'm gonna peel off this way.
All right.
The other 2 clowns are just not
Zoom
coming
in.
with us at all.
What the fuck? What is this? Are we summoning Satan down here? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's hard to stream and interact at the same time.
All right, I'm gonna roll another perception check of this stronghold in front of us, the Pentagon.
Pentagram.
Pentagram. It's not even. Is it a pentagram? It is. All right, that failed. I'm gonna roll again.
Wait, what? Nope. You have to
Did I
keep
fail?
your shit.
Oh, I got a 12.
Yeah. You have high perception.
Yeah, I gotta get all my
That's
stats
a
like
star.
20, otherwise I'm always
Pentagram
gonna roll
star.
nothing.
So you're able. Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at the one. with
Bottom
the,
one.
Satanic one.
So spikes protruding from every angle. You see this imposing stronghold just built of obsidian, seemingly chained to the world around it, and it seems that it's been a combination of crafted out of the world in its spot, and perhaps built elsewhere and put on. There doesn't seem to be any sort of creatures looking out. You don't feel any sort of instinctual presence looking or observing you. You don't see any lining the turrets of the battlements.
Hmm. All right. I'm asking over the radios if you guys want to go to this one or the other stronghold that we see behind us.
I got like the drone that can fly over to see what's going on.
How much
Yeah.
health does your drone have?
Just check if it's gonna survive the planet's temperatures as well.
It has 10.
So every minute that it's in the air, it will take 1 damage.
Dan's game explained.
We're on a fucking
you
planet
are-
covered in lava. What do you
It
expect?
is not exactly made of the most solid materials. With what little background character that you have, your character just you had thrown it together, not using the
Okay.
most
Yeah, that's
expensive
fine,
pieces. You can upgrade it in the future to be able to withstand more extreme environments, but as it stands, it'll take some extra damage if it's up in the air,
I'll just
floating
buy a
above
new one
lava.
later.
Buy a new one.
We're
I
not
mean, look
going
at
to
it.
or
any place
upgrade
with
it.
If you save it, I can engineer a better one.
All right, why don't we just have Leaf? We'll just have whatever the fuck it is.
I will
Revan to
say
fly over.
it'll, you can have it fly over definitely still.
All right, well let's communicate with Leaf to fly over and scout the area.
You know my perception's like 3, right?
Why am I driving the truck then?
You can't fit in this thing!
Why do we get the smallest stuff?
Why are
Oh.
you so large?
All right.
Why
So-
is Brad rolling?
I thought that was.
No, Leaf.
What are you
go
doing,
fly
Brad?
over.
I'm sorry.
Fine, I'll go.
Get over that pentagram. And...
I'm not sending in that pentagram. Let's throw a perception roll. Fuck
Wait,
it.
we have the pet, right? We can bring the pet to the pentagram.
No, you are not sacrificing my cat.
What do you
This
want?
is why we need to
We need
put
test
someone in the
subjects.
rig for moments like this.
I rolled. Yeah, okay.
You
I rolled higher than Solger would.
Yes, you rolled very nice.
What do you mean higher than I would?
I rolled higher than you with a 3.
Let's see how high I roll this time.
It doesn't matter.
So
Hmm.
he just wants to show you up.
No, I want to actually use my only good roll on something that doesn't matter.
So Revid,
Yes.
as you course through the visible heat to just like collides with your ship and disperses. Circling the stronghold, you're able to see a very emaciated spot of both travel and potentially trade. You're not completely certain, as there are, though the map doesn't show it, there are boxes, most of them like completely just shattered. A lot of them are still in good shape, just like dulled from the heat. But there is some sense that there has been some life here, at least in like the last couple 100 years.
Any chance like one of these boxes would survive being cable tied and brought back?
You can land and try.
You can come
But
back
yes,
and get.
you do spot a few good candidates.
I was gonna say something, but I'll keep my mouth shut because it would be out of character knowledge. You can come back and talk to us though if you want to talk about stuff.
I mean, what's the range on our communicators here?
You can communicate.
You gotta relay all the information.
It looks like there's been life here, not recently-ish, but there's some things here, some boxes. I don't know if they contain anything worth anything. Most of them are shattered. There's a few that might be worth something. I don't know. It's hard to tell from where I am. You pick one up and bring it back, and we can investigate it.
Before going to get it, you should come get the rat, because both of you guys could probably fit in that spaceship.
Get the rat. Okay. Fine.
You
in.
can try and stuff the rat on your lap.
Yeah, sit in my lap, rat
small.
boy.
Joyride.
Sit in my lap, rat boy.
Is that a
Oh my
wrench
God.
in your pocket, or are you happy
Oh.
to see me?
Oh.
Kangaroo pouch.
I don't understand what you're saying, sir. Those parts are not built in.
Alright. You and Brad gotta talk about it, because I can't make either of y'all do anything.
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Okay.
So
All right. I guess we'll attempt to land this thing safely.
yeah, I mean, you're able to do it. Like, there's plenty of open space. You're able to do it without any trouble at all. You do not need to make a piloting check for landing it
No, I
on
wouldn't.
this flat
wouldn't do anything.
surface.
Let's go.
And
check out
as you
these.
land, I want one of you to make a mysticism roll.
you're fucked.
What? I'm assuming Brad has none. So I will attempt this, I
What's
guess.
that?
Mysticism. Wow.
Alright, I hate you. I hate you so much. You roll so well all the
You've
time.
trained me well, Father.
Oh,
As you land, you're able to sense a very strong. To the trained eye, it's very obvious that this pentagram that you've landed next to is still active and is still able to be activated. Um, it's not about to explode in your face, but it is something that if you search for information on, you might be able to find more out about it, and you might be able to get it to work if you tried hard enough.
Let's summon Satan, boys.
Alright, I'm gonna yell over the
ready.
comms. I'm gonna yell over the comms. They should try and find a way for us to get to y'all. Well,
I mean, can I just?
Well, thankfully, I guess I should have mentioned this. It's my bad, but the map is correct that there is like a land bridge right here.
yeah, but how the fuck are we gonna get around these giant spikes?
The scale, right here.
I guess we'll start driving around. We'll tether the hover bike to the truck. We'll get here. You coming, double?
Doesn't
Trying to see where you're
load
going.
Is there more down here? Like, is this the end of the map right here?
I mean, I can.
I'm just asking. Is
keep
it? I
going.
don't really care. I'm just asking if it's like the end of the map, or I just can't see it on
It's
purpose.
just yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the end of the map.
Alright.
If while you're looking out, though, I can say that anything beyond this point south, is like basically just more jagged, barren, just obliterated
Pure
landscape.
Garbage.
Alright. Is this land... I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if this land bridge is strong enough for us to go across. Well, I'm rolling so well all the
It's
time.
50-50. It could be. It could be good.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
it seems steady enough.
Can I just point out, I've rolled like 7 threes tonight already. I literally rolled 90% of my rolls as a 3. Alright.
Just roll with your
But
skill.
thankfully,
I'm
you have a
leaving-
lot of points.
I'm rolling the truck across slowly and gently.
Okay.
We arrive at the pentagram.
Is it my turn? To ride.
You can go whenever you
You
want.
can go as fast as you want, double. You're on a hover bike. It doesn't affect anything. I'm the one with wheels.
Oh, why are you with wheels? Why aren't you using?
So, you guys enter on the bottom floor of the stronghold. As you two approach, there's this enormous, imposing gateway with skulls adorned all across the outside, of various different types. Some humanoid, some even actually a dragon head, a much smaller one.
Get your axes out, boys. We're about to get another dragon head.
Some alien, some actually human, some Vesk. It's just a huge assortment.
Where
And
are
as
these skulls
you-
at? Can you mark them?
They're just aligning the gate itself.
Alright, well, I'm going to do some fucking life
It's
science
like
checks.
it's like a decorative kind of piece.
Hobby
Alright, I'm
Lobby.
gonna roll a medicine check on some of these skulls.
It,
26.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Quit fucking crying now, so.
It's only good once. I'm looking at brains.
so these skulls are much like what you've already encountered. Charred, petrified. Okay, Brad, that's fine.
All right.
They have been there for you can't even tell for how long. They
Alright.
seem to have been just none of them seem to be recent. And they've just been there for a long time.
Can you give me an exact number of how many there are?
I mean, if you take some time to count them all, there's probably about 100.
How many races of skulls are there?
What?
How many races of skulls are there?
Different races.
Like- Is it every race?
I mean, from the ones that you're able to reach, you do recognize some of them.
All right, I'm
Most
gonna
of them
gather.
are from the Pact Worlds. Some of them, I mean, most of them are not.
I'm
Pact
gathering
World.
at least 3 to 5 of each skull. I'll put them in the trunk of the cyclone.
All right.
I like your boldness in just picking skulls, desecrated skulls off of this pentagram gate.
So
With
this
your-
is
I applaud you.
With your
valuable
massive-
research.
Why are you getting skulls anyways? It's just skulls.
Look,
But there's not
After
supposed
Boy.
to be any humans or anything in this area, guys. We're supposed to be the first people here, and there's a bunch of skulls, and no one's like, "Oh, that's weird." You're apparently the
No.
only one
Mouth,
that's
Actor
only.
Boy.
That's not the reaction. No, that's not the reaction. That's the reaction of, okay, let's get the fuck out of here and get these boxes and let's go.
You're free to leave, Mr.
We're
Actor.
here as the researchers. We're here.
Yell at him.
The
Release.
most intrepid
I know it's trying to research.
I'm trying to collect shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Release your
Listen,
rage, lizard boy. Release it.
If you don't, I'm letting my characters letting everybody know that pentagram's getting activated when I'm done with this skull research. So if they don't want to be here when it happens, the door is right there.
Really?
Now we already established that I could talk to you guys now double because it was a pointless thing because we weren't playing it, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
useless.
I'd like to inspect these boxes. That are.
Alright,
Am I on
then-
top? Am I on top of the thing and they're underneath?
They
that
are.
what this is?
They are underneath, and you are on top. Yes.
Okay. I'd like to inspect these boxes, please.
Cool. So most of the destroyed ones, their contents have just been reduced to ash.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
Let me look at the kind of rolls I can have you make. Go ahead.
I really do feel like no one remembered the fucking original story and why we're here.
I remember why we're here. Why do you think I'm gathering samples, you shit? Jesus
I'm
Christ.
the one gathering the samples. You're fucking flying around.
I took some scrapings of the dragon bone. I asked you to get some scrapings of the landscape. You're
I
the one that
did
just
get
took.
some scrapings.
Exactly. You're the one that took the initiative of taking the skulls. I applaud you for that. But just
Listen,
look,
you're the one that made a pact with a demon.
I made no such pact. We all did.
I did. I
Not
was
did?
the one that
me.
wanted
What did I
to
miss? What the hell did I miss?
Remember the giant eyeball double?
Oh yeah, what about him?
We
made
made
a deal
it.
with him. We made a deal with him.
It was a fake
What
deal.
is-
Oh look, hey, the circle's actually the exact same size as the pentagram. That's actually pretty interesting.
All right.
That's cool.
So let me know when I finish gathering my skulls. Schnoodly.
Look,
So-
I know. What am I finding
First,
here? Roll
Revan.
me, daddy.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Of course, you perception check. I'll take it.
So, among the intact bits and pieces, that you first, are you checking the shattered stuff first, or are you just looking at the big box?
The big boxes. You've already told me that the shattered boxes are fucked.
Well, you can look within the rubble to see if there's anything worthwhile.
Yeah,
why I
sure.
asked.
Let's sift through some ashes here.
Right. So sifting through what seems to have been like mostly organic matter or very fragile, whatever else really, you are able to find a few shiny baubles that were hidden away by the ashes, and not affected by the heat. They're just kind of round, like basically think pearls,
Yeah.
but a much deeper blue color.
Okay. Can I take
they're-
these with me? Or
Yeah, they're about golf ball sized.
you said
There's four
three of them, 4 of them.
Yep.
I'm keeping them as 4 blue golf balls in my inventory. I mean, can I inspect these further? What do I need to inspect these further? I mean, these are obviously something.
I mean,
I'm not an idiot.
I can have you make a mysticism check.
Yeah.
Bring him over here.
Like, you can tell me, like, I want to make a check like this to see what you can discern.
I'm not.
Um,
I'm not discerning anything. I'll just pocket them for
So
him to
you,
figure out later.
you try to figure it out, figure out if these have any importance, and you're really not able to tell much of anything. They don't seem to be glowing or have any practical use as far as you can tell. They might just be shiny baubles. You don't really know. So,
Can I like run a check on myself to make sure that they're not hurting me or doing anything stupid to me?
yeah, I mean, you can make a medicine check for yourself or life science check, whichever.
Let's do a life science check because I'm much better at that shit. I'll take
Cool.
it.
10 life science?
Yes. I'm a lab assistant. What do you think I've been doing my whole life?
Blows my fucking... He's better at life science than I am.
All right. So, as you're, holding them and looking at your synthetic skin, it doesn't seem to have any sharp effect. However, you are grateful that you are looking at your arms because you do notice that your encryption. I don't know if you notice about androids as a player, but they have these encryption tattoos,
Yes, I do. Know
that's
I
just
have
a part of their
mine are
skin.
Silver
and
or gold.
they
Mine were gold.
they tend to react magically to things.
Yeah, mine were gold, I believe.
And it is reacting. It's glowing very faintly.
Huh.
But other than that, you're not able to see any sort of like corrupting effect on any part of your body or decay or whatever.
I'm going to pocket these
back.
golf balls for later.
back.
And
Alright,
then,
Double, what are you doing right now?
So from over here, are we in the edge of this area, or can we see? Can roll a
You're
perception
underneath.
check?
You guys
You
can't
guys
see
are
up
just
top.
passing through the gates.
Well, Double's
which
like
is
over
beneath
here.
this
I'm
part.
I'm over here though, so like from here on and the south.
Your
east
hover
side.
bike would not have been able to get up to that
Well,
outside.
he
Oh,
left
to
it
the-
outside.
Yeah, the hover bikes are
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
You guys
walk
are on the
inside.
ground floor. Yes.
Oh, okay. We're in the ground floor.
As-
Okay.
I can tell you about the inside. So
Yeah. Tell me
as
more.
you enter, you're able to see not very much. So you need to train your eye because it's very dark in there.
Oh, you need
mean-
an Android boy.
Lava does reflect off parts of the walls, and you can see the general outline of doorways and such, and it's very deep. And there's doors all over the place.
Would a flashlight work? I wonder if I have a flashlight.
You can't just conjure one out of thin air. Do you have one already?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have bought one
If you-
beforehand.
If you have one, make a perception check with the bonus.
Damn. No, I don't have one. Never mind.
So go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay, hold on.
And
Alright,
if
while he's doing that.
Yeah.
I've
you
already
got
loaded.
your skulls. Yes.
I've already loaded the skulls.
Yes.
And I'm what did he roll? What was the dice number before the bonus?
20.
It was 18.
I
Yeah.
rolled an 18. so-
Jeez.
So you
Alright.
squint really hard, and you're able to see. All becomes clear as your eyes adjust to the dim lighting within the great hall. It's not just barren. It seems it's carpeted in some areas.
Oh,
What?
there's carpet in some areas apparently.
Yes. Down the great hall that leads into a large staircase. is one long red carpet.
Why would there be carpet here? I want to see if there's any items down ahead.
Additionally, there are doorways that open up into furnished but destroyed rooms. All the furnishings have been all but obliterated, and mostly soot and ash remain.
Alright.
Hmm.
Where is the entrance to this where Double's going right now?
It's right next to you. It's right in
Oh.
front of you.
Then I'm gonna follow him in
Okay.
and engage my blade so it generates low light.
Oh, nice.
Don't you have low light vision?
I do have
You
low
do.
light vision, but Double
So
can't see
This
You
is
shit.
don't
low
need
light
it.
vision. But why are you being nice?
I think he wants to
Because-
find loot.
Well, also, I need to be ready to fucking kill stuff if it comes at us.
So let's go for like the first door on the left and then work our way up.
All right.
Well, he's gotta load the next area, I'm betting. And Leaf isn't
No,
behind
No,
us yet.
for this part, I'm gonna be describing it to you.
Okay. So just a reminder, that's
All I'm doing is trying to find a library.
so this pentagram is a rooftop, right? Or is this the ground floor?
Yeah, it's on the
also?
roof.
Okay, it's on the rooftop.
It's on the
okay.
roof.
It's on the
Brad.
roof.
Alright,
Brad.
so we'll just go.
How many floors is this?
You don't
I mean,
We don't know
from the
yet.
outside, it seemed like a 3-story
Okay.
thing.
Can I tap on the ceiling and see if they can like stomp on the ceiling and see if they can hear me?
I mean, if you want, you can try.
What do you
Alright, well,
want?
I'm gonna start walking through this place, opening room
You
doors
can
to
make
try.
you can make a pure strength check. If you want to try.
Six.
6! Oh, that's
Parts
true.
himself.
Your echoes get lost in the environmental ambience of erupting lava. And...
Well, no one ever said I was strong.
Alright, well,
You're like stamping like a toddler.
I'm gonna be walking through, checking doors to see if I can locate a library
Same here.
or boxes of loot inside rooms.
Looking
Do
for
I
anything.
roll?
Let's try to open some of these boxes on top while they're exploring.
Okay, I'll go back
Alright.
to the rooftop first. You come across, as you approach one of the larger crates, like I said, Dold, they do have markings on them. What languages do you know?
Basque and Common Tongue.
Alright, you don't recognize these markings at all.
I mean,
They're
I do have culture. I am.
You can make a culture
You're
check.
supposed to know a shit ton, by the way, Leaf, because you have this stat that knows a bunch.
Like, passively you
only-
can't read it, is what I mean. So you can make either culture or a mysticism check for these kinds of things, for languages.
Yeah. Let's culture check this. Do it for me, please. Yes.
19!
Oof. Went back. So these are very reminiscent of occult markings, rather. You don't specifically recognize any characters, but the writing style and kinds of inscriptions directly remind you of those of something like the Cult of the Damned, or the I think they're called the Dominion of the Black.
Can I get like a half information of what it looks like?
I mean, they're runes. I don't know how else to describe them for you.
Oh, they're not literally letters that spell
No, they're runic markings.
Hmm. Can I open this? Brad, get over here and open this.
Which check?
Hmm?
Do I need to do a check?
Come stand near me while we open it.
You can.
In case we both get sucked into a dimension, I don't go alone.
So you guys try to find some sort of opening, and It just seems to be sealed like a box for the most part. You can try and pry it open, or blast it open, or whatever.
No, we're not blasting. We're not blasting. Anything? Let's try to pry this open. What's your strength, Brad? Are you stronger than I am? I feel like you're stronger than I am.
It is.
And your ability scores, like your main stuff, like strength, dex, constitution.
This is -1 modifier.
God. Okay, you're not stronger than I am. But
You
I'll
can.
help him.
Okay.
I'll help him. pull it
13.
open.
Oh, Jesus
Can I get a
Christ.
+2?
Yes. Yes.
15.
All right. So you're able to pry back the metal. It's a very, very dense metal. So it's not. You actually aren't able to open enough for you to. So much as for Beggles, really, to stick his hand in.
Yeah. Stick that hand in. Do it. You won't.
Brad,
Look, Brad. There might be some goodies in there for you.
I don't even think he's here.
I'm going.
All right. So he tries to stick his little hand in there. His tiny little hand. And basically he just feels like a bunch of glass.
Well, glad I didn't stick my hand in there.
And it's like a very smooth rounded glass. And some other strange textures. Nothing that you're directly able to discern just from touch.
Shoot it.
Can you
Especially
No,
with your
don't you
short
do it.
arms.
Don't do it.
Can he fit his body in there? Can I dangle him in there?
No, he cannot fit in that crack. It's only just big enough for his hand to fit it.
Listen, rats can
mag-
squeeze. No. Rats can squeeze themselves under door frames that are like way smaller than their size. He should
Can I
be able to do it
shove
too.
him in there?
You've seen rats go under door frames. They
If
should
you
be able
want to try, he can take damage. Do it and be stuck in the goddamn box.
I've
Shoot
got
in
some
the hole.
cable. Can we like pry this open with the cable that I have?
Use the
That's-
vehicles.
That's what we've got. Yeah. Let's.
I will say that if you try to cable it, you're just gonna pick up the box.
You got 3 vehicles there. You got the cyclone. You got
No,
your...
y'all are lower down than we are.
Yeah, the vehicle didn't come with us. We walked down.
How am I gonna get it up here?
What do you mean? The cyclone's right there.
The cyclone
Oh,
is literally
it's-
down here.
No, it's on the bottom because you
Oh,
guys.
you fucking! Why didn't you say that earlier?
I did.
Can you,
That's
can
how
you,
you
is
are
there,
on the ground floor.
Hey, we're
Brad,
on
is
the
there
ground.
anything
Oh my
you can
God.
get your hand on and pull it out? Is there something small enough that you can maybe pull out?
Perception check. Hold on.
0 immediately dies.
You
The
are
fuck
able
is
to.
that perception?
You are able to put your little ratty hands around a few smaller containers, and as you pull them close to the edge, you see a liquid shifting around inside of it.
Oh god, they're phylacteries. Oh, what have we done? Please set those down gently.
What are you gonna do, Brad?
Do I do it?
Oh.
Do what your character would do, Brad.
So we're fucked. I'm
Yeah,
gonna back
alright,
away from
hold
this
on.
because I know Brad. I'm backing up. Okay.
Alright.
What the fuck was that roll?
Throw a grenade
It's
in
a
there.
frag grenade!
Oh my God. Already?
Okay. Brad sticks. Where are you putting this frag grenade?
Yeah, right in that hole, baby.
Alright, so you stick a frag grenade. you
Can I do an
shove it-
acrobatics check to
in the
dive
hole.
away from this?
Yes.
I don't want to take any
I
damage.
want you both to do an acrobatics check.
Fuck you. I have great acrobatics.
Actually, sorry. This would be a fortitude check. Because this is a saving throw.
Is it not a reflex?
You can do a reflex, either reflex or fortitude.
To be honest, I
I'm
feel like you should.
reflexively.
I was gonna
Jesus
say
Christ.
you should let
That's not-
Lee be able to roll specifically for this because he's gonna see Brad pull a hand grenade out and know
That's
what's
true.
up.
So I'll
Yeah.
keep your acrobatics from earlier, but for Brad, he rolled a fortitude save. He just stood there and took it like a champ.
Fucking think it through.
He just like shoved it in there and then like put his head to the side and covered his ears.
Wait a minute. I got a question. If Leaf's diving away and Brad yanks a nade out, isn't the fucking thing gonna land on his hand?
What? No, he's
Isn't-
shoving it in the hole.
We bent
Yeah.
the metal, Solger. It's not
Oh,
like it's
okay.
gonna come back down. We bent it.
That was the question. Like, isn't the fucking? I thought the lid was gonna slam down on Brad's arm as he throws the grenade in, so he's just
No,
gonna
no,
lose
no.
a fucking arm.
He shoves it in there and quickly, hides his face just in case something happens.
All right, let's.
You just hear just this. It's just an absolute mess. You see, this deafening boom and like several explosions go off inside of this box.
So,
Obviously, it's very tough, as it doesn't shatter or fall apart. But from the cracks that you've made, a lot of liquids start to pour out, like a huge concoction
I'm gonna.
of all sorts of liquid. They start to pour out onto the ground and sizzle as they reach the floor of this.
Can I attempt to
Fortress.
save some of this vial?
Yeah, you can.
Wait,
Do you have an empty vial?
No.
I guess we could say you have an empty vial from your ship.
I thought you
Still.
had one because we made empty bottles earlier.
We probably do, and they're probably not in my inventory. But
I probably didn't
fine.
write them down in our inventory.
So
What do
you take a sample as it like starts to like eat through the stone and the ash and everything else.
So it's just eating through it's gonna go through every floor.
I mean, from this viewpoint, you think it might be able to.
All right, well, it's time to go back to Double and I.
Yes.
Yes, let's continue exploring.
Oh, by the way, you fuckers, Schnoodly very, very loudly admitted that we need to find something about the pentagram somewhere. So could you stop blowing shit up until we find it?
Do you say that in character? Like, stop blowing stuff up.
Cause I'm assuming that was them. I'm saying
Can
that
I-
in character.
can I fucking smack Brad or something?
Yes, you can.
No, no PvP.
No.
If you want to do a damaging roll, you can. To like an unarmed, like
Please
a punch.
don't. You're gonna crit. You're gonna knock him out, and we're gonna have.
I'll
Good.
carry
He's
his
gonna-
ass back to the
He's
ship
gonna
and leave
land
him there.
face first in the acid, and he's gonna die or something awful.
Can I just shake him? Let me just.
Diplomacy check.
I'm just gonna shake him. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
So give me a combatant diplomacy check.
Combatant diplomacy check.
So
What
this-
the hell
Oh,
is that?
baby, I hope
In
you were
op-
glad
in
to argue
opposition.
with a robot because I get -2 from diplomacy.
Brad,
6.
You just tapped him.
Brad, talk yourself out of the situation, like the master you are.
You don't put your hand. You make me put my hand, and when I do things, you get mad at me. Oh no, I know I'm doing the dangerous thing here. You do nothing.
Why do you sound like a me?
Why do you sound like a stereotypical bad
Like
Chinese accent?
Hispanic.
Foreign actor.
Sounds like he's trying to roleplay
Just gonna continue to shake him. You're not getting through to this fucker.
All right,
So you
all right,
resist the urge to slap him because of his speaking.
all right. So let's continue in the fucking underground.
All right. So, you guys are looking out for anything of interest.
Anything interest, value, weapons.
Um,
Maybe
I am
history.
looking-
rooms that you come across are just pretty much emaciated furniture. There's a lot of what seems to be, or at least what used to be, racks of stuff, but they were either never stocked in the first place or were all looted at some point.
Can I
There's
just
not
roll
much left behind in the first few rooms.
Alright, let's continue onwards trying to find stuff. I'm just gonna can I just give double my sword so he has a light source while we're walking around in here?
I mean, you can. It's huge.
Is he gonna be able to actually carry it?
Yeah, you can carry it.
Give him that
Just won't be
tool.
ready for combat, basically, if something happens.
Use the restroom while you're doing that.
All right.
Okay.
And neither will you, for that matter. So
I know I won't be.
that's fine.
All right.
Alright, well I'm gonna offer my sword up to double to have as a light source.
Nice. A freaking lightsaber.
It's a flashy sword, so it generate a blue hue.
It's close enough. I'll make the noises by myself.
Please don't make the noise. Alright, when we continue, this is all low light, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I can see clear as day in here.
Yes, you can see fine.
Alright, so I keep checking rooms.
All right.
And I'm
so,
actually not defenseless because I am a mystic, so I can cast my magic.
That's fine.
Is there
So-
a telling of like the last time someone stepped into these rooms? Maybe
You can do a survival check if you want to
Here, let me do that.
try to tell
I
that.
got pretty good survival rating.
Okay. 19.
Cool. So this place seems to have been abandoned for well over a century. I mean, without precise like records of any kind.
Hmm.
Offhand, you can't really discern too much more other than it hasn't seen any use for, 1 to 2 centuries.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a
Okay.
perception check to see if there are any torches or light sources we could activate
Cool.
in this room. Fucking course, I roll a 4.
You rolled 13 though. It's a 13.
Yeah.
You're okay.
You have clear vision in
Yeah,
the
I'm
low
just-
light, thankfully, so you are able to see. They weren't a completely technologically.
So they have torches.
Yeah, they do have torches.
Alright,
but-
then I take double by the arm and pull him along with me to the torches and then light a torch
You
with
just
my sword.
There's also some strange crystals and ores, not ores, orbs sitting
Mhm.
next to the torches.
Alright, well, I'm pulling this torch off the wall and lighting it and handing it to double so I could take my weapon back.
Please don't activate anything.
And I'm gonna run a mysticism check on these orbs before gathering them up.
Okay.
so we've gone to most of the rooms.
Another 4! What the fuck?
Oh my
So
God.
as it touches your hand, you feel a jolt stretch forth from your big meaty claws.
They're not claws, you fuck.
Meaty claw.
I wasn't really trying to touch them, I was just trying to sense what the fuck up with them. But alright.
Well, as you go to touch them, to investigate what they are,
Alright.
suddenly clicks on, and a light that stretches about 15 feet emits from it.
Alright, I ready myself for battle just in case.
Alright, so you are battle ready and making some guarded steps. Further down the hall, you are, with your previous perception check, you are able to hear a
Drum.
kind of a much more hollow sound further down the hall, like as if wind is coursing through it, and coming back much later than most of the other rooms.
Can we radio in with the other people?
You can.
Okay.
I mean, you have communication.
You're just gonna hear me screaming at him over the mic.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know, like, hey.
Because what's happening with the grenade situation, it's probably how long did that elapse, Schnoodly? Because while that's elapsing, we're doing this.
Yes,
So at
that's
X
basically
time-
at the same time
Yeah.
that you're.
Yeah. So at a certain point while we're doing this, there's gonna be a loud explosion, and we're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so I radio in, like, hey, we're not alone. Stop what you're doing. I'm hearing.
Well, we
leaves
wouldn't be
just
able to
shaking
stop
somewhere.
them since they did first. We would be radioing, and it'd probably be at the start of our radioing in, we'd hear the explosion of that thing blowing up.
Right. What the hell happened?
You stupid fuck! You stupid fuck!
What's happening out there? What was that explosion?
Kill this stupid rat!
We may not be alone.
I guess my turn.
wouldn't-
I'll just glance back at Double
Wouldn't.
with a
I'm
very
gonna toss
annoyed.
him to the side and say, "Get ready, because I'm sure there's something here too."
All right. Let's I try and gather the glowing orbs into my pack without touching them. What
How
kind
are
of
you
roll do I
gonna
gotta do?
do that without touching them?
I'm gonna use the hilt of my sword.
You're just gonna roll them into your
You gonna
bag.
balance them? You gotta roll
I'm
something
gonna
for
balance
that.
them. I'm gonna put my pack on the ground and roll them in.
You gonna bowl
Not my
them in?
medical bag. Yeah, they're
right.
they're circular. What kind of roll do I gotta do?
You don't have to do a roll.
Okay.
Just kind of stuff them into your bag. In a precarious fashion.
All right. I'm just
Uh,
gonna put it in my bio because I don't want to go to my inventory sheet. Actually,
Cool.
where I don't even know where the fuck. Okay, yep, I'm doing what I said
You
originally.
can put it in your journal.
All right, yeah, that works as well.
That's kind of why I made it to be more readily available.
Edit 3 death orbs or however many there are.
There's 3 items
When are we
basically.
meeting up next?
2 of them are an
I've
orb
been
and one's a
watching your
crystal.
Mario
Like
Kart
a
Alright.
videos.
kind of.
I really
It's
need to buy the game.
can't really describe the
Rachel.
shape. It's just like a jagged crystal.
Thanks for the 15 months. You should buy the game and you should play with us.
You said there
Alright.
were
I
2
guess
other
the next time we're
boxes.
gonna meet up is in Florida.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep pressing onwards, trying to find
Other than that, I
head
don't know.
towards the wind.
Unless you want to come down here in
Okay.
Texas, which I don't know why you would.
And yes, there are 2 other boxes.
I'm going
are
to cable tie these
exact.
Are you working
together
right
to
now?
the ship because we're gonna open them later without.
I will tell you that
Brad.
your ship would only be able to carry 1 at a time.
Well, it's fine. We'll lower them down to the cyclone whenever we're about to leave.
Yeah, you
I'll
can do
push
that.
them near the ship. Help
You're gonna have
me,
to do a
you
strength check.
stupid.
You would have to do a really big, yeah, an assistant strength check.
Would say you guys. I'll use my character's radio to say you guys should start clearing the middle floor.
Is there a hole that we can drop down into now?
I figured that
You can look around for any sort of entranceways or anything.
Can I
Literally
peer
only
into the
looked at
hole
boxes.
that the acid made?
Oh, you see the acid has dropped to the next room,
How far of a drop is that?
and it's a good, 12 to 15 feet down. So it's a pretty wide headway there.
What would it take to make it to land safely? To jump and land safely?
It would be an acrobatics check. Or an athletics, I guess.
Gonna tuck
Because it would
Brad
be
under
like
my
a
arm.
jump.
could
What
you
are your yeah, what's your acrobatics? Your acrobatics good? Are you athletic or acrobatic, rat?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're gonna jump to the next floor.
both of you guys throw acrobatics checks then?
Cool.
Alright,
You
16,
both-
not bad.
Make
That's
a parkour like tumble roll as you land just beside the S. As it's trying to chew through the next part of the floor. It's not doing it with as much vigor as before. Slowed down a little bit, but it's still eating through.
What can I see in here with my Night vision.
You
essentially.
have
60.
dark vision, don't you?
I have 60-foot dark vision.
Cool. So you're able to see pretty well into everything. It's the room that you've dropped into is it's yet another furnished room. It's in better shape than what I had described before. It's on the second floor, so it's not generally as affected by the onslaught of ash that comes through the front gate.
Books
so-
or anything
books.
worth noting, picking up?
You can make a perception check.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom quick.
Okay. Cool. So you look around. There are a few dulled, but still noticeably shiny baubles. Checking the. There's basically like what can be considered drawers by human standards. In one corner of the room. And as you open them up, you find a kind of decaying book.
Yeah.
And you can pick it up and read it if you want to. There's also just some extra stuff. What looks like what might have been a pen at one point. More shiny baubles. Can make different rolls to figure them out.
I'm gonna pick up the pen and book and put it in my bag for later.
All right. Brad, are you doing anything?
In the situation.
Not at the moment.
Okay. You're just sitting there looking around, sniffing.
Yeah, I
Fucking
don't
hands
really
to
have
himself.
any.
Sniffing.
How many more baubles? How many more golf balls are there?
They're not the same kind of baubles. Some of them. Here, let me see. I keep thinking like of D&D type roles, but I don't remember their equivalent. Give me an engineering check.
Oh boy, something I'm okay at.
You've done really well at stuff that you're not. Holy shit!
Fuck! Suck it as you say
Wow,
that.
30.
You're able to absolutely discern the purpose. These, some of these seem to be little knickknacks for passing the time, while others seem to have had more purpose. With a little bit of refinishing, you'd be able to, or refurbishing rather, you'd probably be able to get them back up and working to find the full purpose of them and whatever they contain. But they are basically little, largely mechanical devices that seem to, like, they're flat pieces that have a few loose moving parts.
Yeah.
It's basically, it contracts into some sort of rectangle, and as you push your thumb on a few of the different pieces, they just jut out. There's a couple tiny gems adorned on each corner and on each slider.
Ooh.
I found the Infinity Gauntlet, boys.
Why is there an engineering check being done right now?
Because
You
I
found-
found some goodies. Can I like wrap them up in something? Do I have anything to wrap them
Dude,
up
a
in
snap.
to keep them safe?
Snap.
My old armor. I wish I could wrap my old armor in my.
You
Perhaps
do, you,
anything.
in your backpack you have stuff like that.
I have my mouth.
He can put up
I'm
to
not putting these in your mouth.
he can put up to one bolt in his mouth.
I'm not putting these in your mouth.
Feed them.
Why? Can you not carry them or something, or what's
I
wrong?
can. I just want to keep them safe. Like I want to. I
Are they
wish I had.
fragile?
I don't know. They appeared that they could be, but I don't want to break them.
All right. Well, I would say I don't know.
Are there any like small boxes that I could put these in the room?
Why don't you take some like carpet that's all around us, cut some of it off, and then wrap it in that, put it in your pack.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you could. Definitely.
Okay. And what do I call these in my inventory? How many and how many?
You can just call them like chips. But there's 3 of them. Not all of them are exactly identical.
Okay.
They have different shapes that come out when you slide them. Some of them have holes in those slide out parts. Kind of reminiscent of a very ancient, what would be an ancient in this universe, key. Some of them have like little teeth on them.
Oh boy. Let's continue on to the next room, and I guess you can switch to them.
Cool.
Well, I mean, is there anything else of note from what I've perceived?
You notice it's a fairly large-ish room. What was likely a bed would have fit 2 of you on it. And there's a varying array of tiny mirrors on the dresser behind you that you weren't facing. Started looking around. Now the dresser type thing doesn't seem to have any drawers on it, so
Does it have any slots on it?
you can make a perception check.
Here we go. We're gonna fuck this one up. I can feel it in my bones. No, we didn't. What do you know?
Cool. There seem to be a lot of scratch marks on the side of it.
Brad, stop scratching at the dresser.
Not yet.
The light's on.
Yeah, there's probably a squirrel or bug that flew in front of it. Yeah, I don't think so. Isn't there? So, there are scratch marks, there's indents, just near the edges of the thing, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of like hinge.
Alright. Can we like is it hollow? Can I tap on it? I mean,
Yeah, you can tap on it. It does seem hollow.
Where's fucking the lizard when I need them? I'm sure this is mystic.
You can make a mysticism roll of your own if you want.
Sure, why not? Let's see if we get this time.
So you're not able to sense too much in general. Like your senses are filled with not only like any sort of lingering magical essences, but just you are overwhelmed with all the ash, the soot, clogging up your air filter. You're not able to really, and the heat. You can't really discern any extra.
We'll bring Lizard Boy here later. I guess we'll move on to the next room.
All right, and you guys
Can I mark
downstairs.
this on a map or something or anything?
Yeah, you can.
Location.
Yeah, I mean you'll be able to remember the location later.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's head downstairs, I guess.
Well,
Double.
you'd
I
have
gotta
to
do
find the
stuff.
stairs and stuff first.
Oh, I thought you said we were heading downstairs.
No, I'm going downstairs to them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Grab a drink.
All right.
Narrator.
We were pressing onwards to the wind. Also, still checking the rooms for any libraries or trolls or intel.
Yes. Some of the rooms that you pass along the way are just much of the same. Some of them more destroyed, actually increasingly in terrible shape as you get further and further for some reason.
Hmm.
But as you approach the heavier sound of wind coursing through a building, you come upon the opening, and thankfully your low light vision is able to see only a little bit of ways into here. It is pitch black in here for the most part, besides the very entrance. But it does appear to be some sort of. They seem to have tablets, really, adorning a few tables upon the entranceway.
Hmm. Just checking one of my magic spells, 'cause I'm fairly certain I should have telekinesis. Right?
I don't know.
I think so, because I'm missing one of my level 0 spells. Yeah, I should have one more, I think.
There,
I'll have to look at the
I
rule
think
book.
isn't it a level? Yeah, if it's a cantrip, you can just cast it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna toss my sword in the room, into the dark side of the room to illuminate that area.
Okay. It opens up into your little sword. It can't illuminate the entire room. It just seems to keep going and going for a bit with just tables and tables of these tablets.
Alright. Double, you have any ideas what you're gonna do?
If there's something else over here, they can just proceed onto the next floor and see if there's anything up there instead.
If you want to do that, I'm gonna investigate this room. I'm gonna walk over to my sword and pick it up and start and
Wait.
roll a check on one of the tablets.
Wait, so you took my sword then? You took the sword back then? So now.
Yeah, I have the
he-
sword and you have the torch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Double, do you have a camera with you or anything to get pictures and shit?
Fortunately, no. I don't think there's an item like that in D&D, right?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't have it.
My character's a mystic, so he has basic scribing, I guess, so I could write
You
all
can
the.
write down. That's why you
I can
have.
write down and redraw all the items, so
Okay.
that we see.
A sketch artist. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave Solger do his thing while I go upstairs then. I feel like there's something here in this floor.
Okay. At the end of the hallway, come to a gigantic staircase, and you go up it, and you're on the second floor.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it still like the same layout as the one below it, or is it a different layout?
It's similar, except what the hell's that? Instead of just being a straight hallway, it branches off right when you get up to basically you're at the end of this long hallway, and it's like basically think of like a hotel, how it branches off two places at the end of it.
Okay.
You're at that end, so you're at an intersection of 3 different ways that you can go.
I guess I'll go to the far left section and work my way.
Okay. Cool. So if you want, you can start searching some.
Alright, gonna start searching. Let me see. I wanna roll. You know what? I'm gonna roll a perception check. I wanna make sure there's no traps or anything in the floor or in the walls.
Cool.
I got 10!
Good job.
All right.
Clap.
So
Clap.
you can't seem to find. I mean, it's dark as well. You have your torch, but it doesn't light everything. You are able to see that it's mostly clean. I mean, aside from the slight debris of whatever's been caked up over the centuries, it doesn't seem to be marked in any way that's obviously threatening.
Okay.
No traps or anything like that.
I'm just gonna hug the wall then, even regardless, just hug the wall and just take a step slowly, one step at a time. Stupid light. I should went back downstairs and got the sword instead. Okay.
You got weapons. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, but the sword glows a lot further in distance-wise compared to the torch. No. Okay. Is it still my turn?
It's not really turns. I mean, we're just going through.
Oh, he's going
Yeah.
through. Okay, well, so...
You guys just interrupt each other when you want to do stuff.
So I'm just gonna explore around, gonna hug the walls, and go to like the first door on the left and work my way up. During this process, do I see anything at all? Weapons, items, any valuables?
Give me an array of rolls. Survival, perception, and mysticism.
Survival, let's see.
It's the very bottom. Skill. Well, it's nice to know you've lived a pampered lifestyle with.
That's very in character.
Sounds alright. Let's see, wish I got the other character instead of this one.
Alright, so as you search through the rooms, they're quite a bit more lavish than the ones on the bottom floor.
Oh, that's my style.
They're physically bigger rooms, with more furnishings around it. There's a couple different chests, or what you would assume to be chests, as they're little boxes on the ground that seem to have a lid. And there's a little square slot in each of them.
Like for a place to put a key in?
I mean, you could presume that.
Matt, how many boxes are there?
There's two.
Where's the fucking third one?
I'm gonna... How heavy or how big are these boxes? Like, can I carry them on my own?
You might be able to carry one. They're wide,
Okay.
for one, and they
He's on the-
likely
I mean,
be heavy.
You can call to us. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's true. I was gonna call Leaf and have him come up here to check it out whenever he has time.
Alright,
Okay.
he's one more floor down. You
what? I
leave.
thought you said we were 3 stories. You're a liar.
Yeah, it's 3 stories, and you guys went down to the
Oh, that's
third
right,
floor,
we were on the fucking.
'cause you were on the roof.
That's right. That's right.
Wait, they were on the roof and then
There's only 3 floors, isn't there? The roof, the bottom floor, and the middle floor, right?
No,
The roof is not a floor.
The top floor,
Oh.
the middle floor, the bottom
So there's
floor.
4 levels. to this
Technically.
establishment.
It's 3 floors, yes. And then
4
there's
levels.
a roof.
The ground floor, the middle floor, the floor above that, and then the roof.
The roof is on fire.
The roof has got acid falling down on it.
Is that hole?
Alright.
Is there a hole in the floor in that other room that we just left?
Yes.
Can we fit through that one?
Alright, well, I'm gonna
I-
investigate
yeah.
these tablets
Look,
right now.
I'm not gonna. I need to keep moving.
Alright,
Look for some stairs. Jesus
Let me
Christ.
investigate these tablets.
okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to some of these tablets, and do you want me to perform a mysticism check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me what you got. Out mysticize me. There you go.
Wow. Oh, big bonus. Um,
I only have really big bonuses in like 2 stats, so.
as you pick up the tablet, or one of the tablets, and you begin to focus on it, you feel you start to see lights of different runic shapes pop up on the tablet in different sequences, and your mind starts to fill with what you can only describe as if they were your own memories. As they begin to recount tales of heroism against mighty dragons and wars across different regions at this period in time. And as you go through each tablet, they seem to tell similar stories just in different periods of time. There's dozens of these. Some of them start to
Akatsuki
speak
Fuel
of
said,
a
"Are you
sort of
offering?"
doomsday prophecy. And it speaks of it like as though one day the earth will rise up and will obliterate all that's on the surface. It's very blatant. That it's something that some heroes are supposed to rise up and stop. And as you go down the line further and further, these stories get darker and darker. Deals with demons and devils, and fiends start to be made to avoid this prophecy. And in the end, it's all for naught, as these heroes that are supposed to confront the elements, that are supposed to stop whatever is causing this, absolutely fall short of their task and are just obliterated by, as they are trying to make a deal with another demon. And what's left here is surviving records of surviving people after this catastrophe. And they recount that the only way that they were able to survive is through deals with their own demons.
It's always the fucking demons.
Let's fucking make another devil deal. Let's do it.
Alright, well I'm gonna pocket this tablet. Are there more tablets in this room, or is it just the one?
Yeah, I took it as you were reading each of them down the line.
Okay, well I'm taking them all.
Okay. They're pretty thin, and they don't seem to explicitly be made of stone.
Are they fragile? Do I need to worry?
They're not super fragile. Like
Alright, well, let me
more
do-
reminiscent of like a silicon or plastic.
Well, let me do an investigation check on the room and see if there's any cloth or anything that I could wrap these in.
There's the carpet.
Is it
in
just the carpet? There's no banisters or tapestries on the walls?
There are, yes, there's banners draped
I'll take some
along the
banners.
entrance.
I'll take the banners and wrap them, the tablets.
There are
Hey.
more tablets adorning the walls, you notice?
Yeah,
Banner.
I'm taking them all.
There's
they're all-
hundreds of these.
How much do they all weigh?
Probably, let's see. So 5 of them would probably be one large.
And you said there's
So-
100, so that's 2 bulk. Alright,
guess
I'm just
so.
gonna start. I'll take them all. I'm not even gonna fuck with my weight because I'll just carry them back to the cyclone and load them in the trunk.
He just ransacks. He just takes everything.
Jeez.
I'm not even like loot gobbling. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm like
I know,
These are
this is
tablets.
funny. I just love your reaction to it. It's just to take everything.
Well, these are gonna be further researched on the ship.
Yeah. So back in the chamber itself, it's as you get closer and closer to the end of it, as you're taking tablets upon tablets. Some of them, as you touch them to pick them up and bring them places, they're telling you stories, memories of different people's lives. A specific few of them of the heroes themselves, and the disdain of the survivors for these, how their haughtiness, how their pride was their downfall. They were convinced that because they would just automatically be able to survive. And you find in some of these tablets, they begin.
You're cutting it
Have a
out
very-
a lot.
Am I?
I don't hear it.
Every now
Plus
and then
he's
you
just
are.
pausing.
Yeah, I'm pausing
Yeah, he's just.
Oh, okay.
because I can't talk all at once very well. Where was I? Sorry. You start to notice a bit of a pattern with a specific deal being made. That they can be saved if they sort of look to the skies. Sorry. They look to the skies and strike a deal with a certain being that they'd be able to survive further. And then the records just stop after that. And at the center of this library of tablets, you find a very emaciated but still fleshy skeleton with a bit of a slightly elongated head, and a very flat face. No discernible nose. It's basically like it's a
Skeleton
corpse.
with a tube on its head.
In a way, the Kasathas are long-headed. Well, it's a much more stunted part of that long head. So it's very round, and almost capsule-shaped. But, and then there's a spot for what seems to be very heavily imprinted hand marks, like people had rubbed their hands constantly on one spot for some reason, and that's facing your end of the counter. So it's like people have walked up to the counter and have just shuffled their hand in there thousands of times.
Hmm. Who is doing this? Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna recreate what they've done with the counter.
Okay. Go ahead and make a saving throw.
Oh, what?
A willpower saving, or I think it's will.
Solger's getting fucking.
Will.
Yes, will saving throw. Cool.
I get 20. I rolled an 8. Unless you've already accounted for.
I see the note there.
Yeah.
It's not a fear effect, however.
Oh, okay.
But you do feel a jolt of necrotic energies try to attack and latch on to your... And as you forcefully push it away, having some command over life and death yourself, you see before you the corpse start to shamble a little bit as very bright, accented like brown energies start to course up the body of this and seep into its mouth and its where its eyes would be. And suddenly it jolts to life and stares at you.
I'm talking to the... Why am I talking to the demons now?
Because you've got the mysticism and apparently the fucking will of a fucking iron wall. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got a really, really high, like, will
I should have 6.
saving throws. I have total 10. I only have 3 on fortitude and 1 on whatever ref is.
Reflex.
Reflex, yeah.
No reflexes.
Yeah, but if it's about will, I can not be touched.
The creature looks at you, and his eyes start to glow hotter. And then he says, "You've taken on a strange form this time. What have you come to me for?"
I guess we'll go with like something really cryptic. Research or wisdom? Wisdom. Can't speak.
You come for wisdom?
Yeah.
What wisdom would a minion of the demons want from me that he can't get from his masters?
You fucks! If we hadn't messed with the demon, I could get cool shit. We could just... I'll just like explain that I'm not for working with demon. At all.
Roleplay it.
Ah! Blah blah blah. I don't...
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, so I don't work for the demon. That was my crew's choice, and they overruled me. I would have preferred to kill it.
Kill it! You can't kill our overlord.
I've been tricked. It's gonna be like the
What does the
demon.
master send you for this time?
I don't even remember what we talked to the demon about, guys.
He
so-
never told us.
Listen, we were never given a directive.
There would be no reason for you to come from the Veiled Worlds without instruction.
I'm gonna roll a sense motive check.
Okay.
Where is good old sense motive?
Cool. You feel a lot of just disdain and hatred emanating from this being towards, with each breath that speaks of this demon. It's not, it doesn't necessarily seem to be directed towards you specifically, just the fact that you are a minion of his. Or that he perceives you as a minion of the...
Can I do a diplomacy check to try and convince him that I'm not desiring to be? Alright, I'm gonna roll. It's gonna suck so much. I'm gonna roll so low on diplomacy. Or not.
Wow.
Dice just kind of like hit and landed.
Yeah, it's like
Roll.
slammed down on 18 and didn't move at all.
The motes of his festering lights of his eyes look you up and down. And he leans back. Says, if you aren't a minion, the Demon Lord, what are you?
Ah, the ever.
Friendly neighborhood
I
alien.
guess I'm a champion of the Vesk Empire.
The Vesk. His eyes start to grow ever brighter. I have not heard of these Vesk. Would you have a moment for an interview?
Oh boy, I'm about to fuck the shit out of my crew because the Vesk really don't like you guys. Alright, the 9 characters is gonna explain the pack worlds versus the Vesk fight, with the Vesk being very much so the righteous ones.
As you start to explain this, you see this corpse, these empty, these tablets with no markings start to rotate around, and his hands start doing some really strange motions as runes are carved into these tablets. You get the idea that he's marking down what you're saying within these runes as though they were his own memories. I see, so a very honorable race. One that seeks to destroy those who would blight their universe. Seeking your rightful throne upon the center of this galaxy.
Mm,
What?
I'm just trying to think.
He continues.
If you want to let them like do stuff as well, they could do stuff while we're conversing, because this is taking a while for my session.
Well, he still has stuff to say.
Well, like they can do stuff. They couldn't like just come back to this room immediately because they're like, oh shit, something's going on down there.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to do stuff or they want me to keep talking to this dude.
Yeah, if anybody has anything they want to do, you can interrupt.
They can like, you guys can keep investigating for the library.
Yeah, let's keep making our way towards the middle. The middle
Yeah,
of
'cause
the.
we
the third
surely
floor.
have been talking for like 20 minutes now, and I feel bad because we're just sitting there.
As you guys burst out of the room,
Just don't let them walk back to that room because they don't know shit's going on in there. That's bullshit. Alright, I'm
know.
going to get a drink.
okay. You start making your way down. Are you gonna be searching the that you pass?
Yeah.
Or
What is this room? What do we come out to? In a hall?
yes, you come out to a hall, much like I described for double.
Yeah, I'm still here.
How many
For
doors
Ozar.
are there?
There's 16 in total, and one of the main differences is at the end of this hall, instead of there being stairs, there's just a gigantic, ornate doorway.
1-8 doorway.
Ornate.
Ornate.
I like that door. Rat boy, if you want to go look at your own shit, I'm gonna go check out this ornate door.
I'm sorry, I don't know what an ornate is.
It's like super fancy,
Okay.
Yeah,
like inscribed. It's
like ornaments.
Oh, okay,
gems,
okay.
or it's laced in gold, or
Very distinctive compared to the others.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm heading down to this door.
I'm going to the door too.
Door.
Door 2.
You're not there. You're a floor lower.
Oh, I thought
Just to
she's describing
give
my
you,
door.
just to give you some perspective, it would be like if you were right there.
Oh.
Just a floor down.
Okay.
So. So
Still
you
unlocked.
come to this opening. Its doors are wide open. You walk in and you find what appear to be mats all over the ground, and wax, just melted wax all over the place. And at the end of this seems to be a very large obelisk that stretches up to nearly the ceiling, with again runic inscriptions
Mm.
adorned upon each side of it.
Let's collect a sample of this wax on the floor,
All right.
just in case.
Collect everything. Just hoard everything.
This is
Yep.
my items. Wax in my inventory. Let's anything else in this room? Just the wax and the mats and the obelisks. No hidden caches or boxes or
You can make
goodies.
like for stuff like that. You can always say, "I want a perception check for this." So, if you want to try to find a certain kind of item, like if it's magical, if you want to find a certain like, I want to find magical items in here. You say, I'm gonna roll mysticism for magical items.
Any technological? I don't care about mystic. I don't care about mystic shit. Any technological items in here?
You do see what are reminiscent of data pads, adorned along tables near this obelisk.
Let's go examine one of them.
As you step up to find one of them, the obelisk starts to menacingly and you feel it's being watched.
Mm.
And are you still approaching the tablet things?
Can I like ready myself in case I get
Yes.
attacked?
You can take
Okay.
guarded steps.
I'm gonna take guarded steps towards this pad. Slowly.
As you start to pick up or get near one of the tablets, you feel what can only be described as instruction coursing through your circuits.
Yeah.
Your encryption tattoo starts to glow heavily. And you feel something. Being that you're a technomancer, it's very familiar to you. As a similar feeling of both the leering presence from the obelisk and like computerized instructions are being relayed to your mind.
What is these
And
instructions you want me to do?
they tell you that they're trying to force you to look at the tablet, open them, and read their contents. You feel very compelled to do so. Or they're trying to compel you, rather.
Can I resist this?
No.
What are you trying to do? Are you stepping away, or?
I don't want to be controlled. I just want to explore this on my own and not be forced to do this. I don't.
Yeah, you're
I don't
not
like-
physically being forced to do anything. They're just trying to compel you, basically.
Well,
So you can do whatever you want still.
let's just
Your actions are your own.
pick one up.
So you go to pick up a tablet,
Big mistake.
and it seems to come to life. Runic inscriptions give way to lettering of sorts, and actually in a language that you can comprehend.
Nice. What's it telling me? Give me the secrets.
In a mix of both Vesk and Common Tongue, it starts to relay to you that not all is very apparent, and that there's more forces at work than just those met. And it goes into detail about how there's basically something of a war going on in this system. One that's gotten silent over the years, but is. And that this place that you're in is a site dedicated to communication and worship of a specific being.
Can it tell me who it is? Got a picture?
While it's not revealing anything to you readily, let's see. You can make a. I'll let you make a computer's check.
Easy.
Cool. So, upon the interface, you're able to, interface with it. Thankfully, your android parts, your nanites, are able to infiltrate this device, giving you more information on how it works and new ideas to store more information that perhaps you can turn for a pretty penny back at the colony itself. But you are able to kind of force it to tell you. It doesn't come up with a name specifically, as it doesn't seem to know a specific name. Instead, it just starts relaying to you the frozen twin and basically things revolving around Frost and referring to him. And it's just a jumble. That's part of why you can't get a specific name. It's just the words of frozen twin and the Frost Lord stand out. Anything else surrounding it is just a mess. Jarbled language and other.
Can I force it to give me
descriptions
a
of
map
old.
of this building?
Yes. You basically, you're able to pull up information about this building, and even surprisingly, where the location of everyone is in the building.
Nice. All right. Let's how many of these tablets did you say there were?
There were 3 total. You're just kind
Can
of.
Can
on
I carry
tables
2 of
around.
them easily?
Yeah.
Can I carry 3 of them easily?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm carrying these. They just all relay the same information, right? Maybe.
Yes, they do.
Okay, I'm going to take all 3 of them. I'm gonna keep 1 out, but put 2 in my bag.
Cool. All right. Anybody else?
Brad, what are you doing? I left you behind in the hall.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he's passed out. I don't know.
Brad?
Brad.
Brad!
Call him.
Dun, 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 dun.
I guess he died. Okay.
Alright,
Moving on.
I guess I'll continue conversing unless Double wants to do something.
I'm still in the room where I have the 2 chests, right?
Yes. Yes, you are.
I'm gonna open it.
Oh wait, before I break my story, I'm gonna communicate with everyone that I found a map and I know where you are.
I know where you are.
I mean, I can get
We've
to you.
all been in
if need
communication
be.
on our communicators anyways, so I just haven't been
I know,
talking
but
to
I'm-
anybody while I'm talking to my zombie
I
boy.
know, but I'm communicating out loud to you people that I know where you are.
Okay.
Nobody fucking move. I know where you are.
Why can't I move?
Kidding.
Alright.
I know where you
Go
are,
on,
so
Double.
you can't get lost. That's fine.
Okay.
Make all the bad choices. Go find the library, Leaf. That's what I'm gonna tell him. Is go find the documents room.
Cool. All right, Double. So you wanted to try to open one of the chests?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the first chest. I guess the one on my left. I mean, okay, are these chests? Are they anything
They're in
particular?
separate rooms.
Are they separate rooms? Do they look like just ordinary chests, or do they look different?
They're like regular footlockers.
Oh, okay. Then I guess
But-
I'll.
I mean, they have adornings of gold medals on them. They were once much given that their environment that they're in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna open the one that's, I guess, in the same room as where I am right now.
Okay.
No trap! No trap! No trap!
You try to get it open, but nothing happens.
What?
Uh,
Okay.
I mean, it's likely locked. You would assume.
Can I use my weapon? Let's see. Can I just use my gun?
You
Break
can
it
try
open.
to shoot it open. What do you want to shoot at on it?
They said there's a lock, right?
There's a square.
I'm gonna shoot
On
at the
it.
square. I'm gonna shoot at the square.
All right, give me a damage roll.
Alright, 1 second. Damage roll.
Oh, false. I accidentally just clicked on a bookmark, so I have to come back. Alright, what was that? Scroll. Okay. Or damage. So you shoot the lock, or what you presume to be a lock. And it just... What kind of weapon is it?
Laser pistol.
Oh, it's a laser pistol. Yeah, you just kind of leave a burn mark. Darker burn mark than how dark it already is
God damn
from
it.
the ash and soot.
I don't think. Okay, well, I don't think a survival knife's gonna do any much better of it, so I'll just leave it be and move on to the next footlocker that's on the other room.
It's much of the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna radio in Leaf's character. I'm gonna tell him like, listen, whenever you have time, can you come over here in this location and try to open these 2 footlockers for me? Thanks.
Wow.
You just tried to shoot it and that's it. Gives up. I did everything I could.
It's not like I can pry it open. I try to pry it. It didn't work. Laser pistol didn't work. That didn't work either. I don't think a survival knife's gonna work either.
Typical. No skills other than acting.
Hey, my acting got us the ship. We wouldn't be here.
That's right.
All right.
You want me to? What are you doing?
Sure. You want to go ahead?
If
Alright.
someone wants to take control of my character, I do have work tomorrow, so but that's up to y'all.
We can wrap up soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can leave off here and just continue with Solger.
Write down wherever our dialogue was at, so you don't forget.
Yeah, I will. So do you want to go through your dialogue right now, real quick?
China, if we want. Sure.
It's fine. I'll listen in for a few minutes.
So were you gonna ask it something, or you had recounted your tale?
Yeah.
He had written it down, and he seems very fascinated.
I don't know. What do you wanna? You wanna bring corpse? Can the corpse boy live outside of the pentagram? Actually, I'm gonna investigate the pentagram on the roof.
You're not even up there.
Yeah, but Leaf told us about it on the radios in the beginning. I'm asking the dead dude
Oh,
what he knows about it.
okay. I see what you're saying. He gets a lot more serious, and he asks, "If you're not of the demons, what do you want with this?"
I don't want anything with it. I want to know what it does.
And he looks you up and down and says, "It does not concern you."
Alright, I'm just gonna activate it when he doesn't know. Cause, Alright.
Before
So,
he has a question
alright, let's hear it.
to you. How many of your kind are here, and why are they here?
We're here to colonize these planets. And there's a... How many would you say? Probably 500,000 of us or so?
There's more than that. There's a couple million.
Well, isn't there supposed to be more Vesk because lore? They didn't want to, like... What do you call it? I don't know. Want the pack worlds to have more citizens than them in this area or something?
There's mostly equal of each.
Okay. So I'd say like 1 million. I'm not gonna tell him the truth.
And he very saddened and says, "You know not what you've come to. So many lives condemned." And then he looks up at you and says, "It seems I need to tend to my library."
The library's gonna be mine.
The one that you just fucking put in the trunk.
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't say anything about me looting all the tablets.
He's been focused on you. So.
Alright, well I'm gonna shuffle him out. I'm gonna help him, like, ask him if I can research some of the books in the library.
He says, "Yes."
You cut out right after you said yes.
He says, "It's free for anyone who would heed its warnings."
Alright. So just the new tablets been printed out, or just basically been me retailing what's going on?
What do you mean?
You said more tablets got writing on them when I was telling them the story of our areas.
Yeah, he was writing on. He was putting what you said to book. And there
Okay.
are more tablets. You basically just covered the front half of the library.
Well, I'm just gonna say, whenever you guys interact with this, might not want to be a little pleasant, because I did make him a fucking xenophobe. Because I was just like, oh yeah, these other insignificant species warred against us. Had to band together to war against the Great Vesk Nation. Alright, I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else.
What's the schedule like for this week?
I can do
Um,
D&D literally any night unless I like have spontaneous dates, which is a plausibility.
Same thing for me. 9 to 12ish is usually the good time on the weekdays.
It's usually your schedule that inhibits us sleep. By the way, I'm not able to play after like 12 o'clock.
That's perfectly fine. After tomorrow, I'm free till Friday, and then after that, I'm free Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay.
you are free Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, but I'm
Um,
also free Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week as well.
Double. I'm on the bottom floor. You guys are on the 2 floors above me.
I keep thinking you're in the
on-
rooftop.
I'm on the 3rd floor. You're on
Yeah.
the 2nd floor, Double, and Solger's on the 1st floor.
Okay.
So
So that'll be your schedule then, Solger, since Leaf said he's free Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
no, it's Brad's schedule then, because I can be here every single day.
That's what I
till
mean.
midnight.
Tomorrow I'm here from, 8:30ish on, and then
Hmm.
Tuesdays anytime, Wednesdays anytime, Thursdays anytime. Friday I'm free after 8 again. And then Saturday and Sunday or anytime. And then Monday I have till about this time.
Oh yeah, what about Schnoodly, your schedule then? Because you work during graveyard shifts, unless there are certain days that you're free.
Saturday, Sunday night.
And if Schnoodly wants to, he can play D&D at work, but
Eh.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
I know you would. You play your Switch at work.
Shh.
I do. Yeah.
See, he's just as bad.
I have a couple times to say the
There's
truth.
nothing to
It's
do
slow.
with it.
Yeah, that's why I said he could do it, but might be lapses and stuff.
So it'll be it's just cheese and bread then.
Yeah.
But just I guess like we've been doing, at everybody early in the day, if we're wanting to, and then
If the ads are sent out, someone's got to send me a text because.
Okay. I've got to get Discord back on this phone. I have to
Yeah,
remember my
add
password.
Discord on your phone, Solger.
It is on my phone. I refuse to let it send me notifications though.
Jeez.
You know you could
Well-
just silence every channel but role playing.
So I have 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Are you in
18,
so
19,
many
20, 21, 22,
communities?
23, 24, 25, 26,
It's just like his
27.
fucking Chrome tabs, goddammit. I'm in like
What?
7 Discords.
I'm in a lot of Discords. I communicate with lots of people, play games with friends.
Busy, Solger.
Mm.
I like video games.
Yeah, just either way, add everybody and we'll see if we can't get fucking cheese in here next time. He's the only
Yeah.
one we were missing tonight, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
it? Mm.
Brad's
I-
like asleep now.
I
That's
figured.
fine.
After he got
I would assume.
after he threw a grenade, he was like, okay, I'm done.
Fucking tired mouse. I'll have to carry him. We'll have to fucking play it out. I'll have to find him asleep on the
You
floor.
mean I'll have to carry him?
Look, he's
Play
small.
it out.
He's small. He's like smaller than a cat. I could fucking
I
carry him.
know.
What is
Yeah,
this?
but we already embedded in the lore of our game that I can pick up Brad whenever I physically want to.
Schnoodly, did you put this mysterious note on the game?
Yeah, you were supposed to.
You were
read that.
supposed to. Oh yeah.
Read that
Read
way
it
earlier.
and don't tell
Read it.
people.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's
unless your
different from each of us?
character wants to. But
That's okay.
like whenever you get notes from now on, basically you read it to yourself.
Oh, no.
Unless otherwise,
It was
like,
on.
unless you're reading.
Wait
it.
a minute. Okay, I just read the note again.
No,
and I'm
I thought I knew
thinking
it.
to myself-
Oh, okay.
I'm just thinking to myself right now. Oh yeah, by the way, Double, don't read your note while you're streaming.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you didn't read it, did you?
No, I was
No,
I
I
was
didn't.
reading my own note on Roll20, so you're good. But yeah, I like how what our story's gonna be because I know exactly how it's gonna end, and I'm gonna know exactly how I'm gonna be pissed off at the end as well. It's gonna happen like
man.
every time we have an ending like this.
Yeah, I just remembered that note. I might try to ask some things.
Chili, is this what you expected us to be, or for this past 2 hours? Did you expect us to be in this area for that long?
Wait, what'd you say?
Did you expect us to be in this area for the past 2 hours?
Kind of not really.
He expected us to go to this one up here. I'm betting.
I'm sure.
I bet you drew this one completely, didn't you?
No,
Oh.
it
Really?
didn't. It didn't matter.
All right. Well,
I-
I'm gonna disappear.
Yeah, me too. Just
Good
like
night,
to
guys.
hit us up.
Good night.
Alright, good night. Thanks for playing. Okay, that is it. It was just 2 hours of looting. What now? I'm just gonna call it a night from here. You just got here. It's time for you to stream. It's time for you to buy the MapleStory 2 package and stream that. Otherwise... Awesome Man is playing Dead by Daylight. Jeez. But yeah, I guess I'm going to host him then. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for being in chat, just hanging out. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, maybe. But before I go, freaking Schnoodly subbing for 15 months. And I need to get that notification fixed.
Stay up.
I'm technically am staying up. I'm technically standing up right now because I've been staying up this entire time with my standing desk. but I don't have anything I want to play right now. I'm still working on a horror game to play. I'm definitely leaning in to do Condemned 2 for the PS3, because that's the only game I have in my library that I don't even think I finished it. So I might do that. That's a top contender, along with The Calling for the Wii, because I didn't finish that either. So we'll see. And on that note, thanks for watching, and have a good night. Take care. The Calling for the PC. You should do The Calling for a PC. Did they revamp or revert it back to the first beta or the first patch or whatever? Yeah. Alright. Take it easy, everyone. Yeah, they did. They reverted their first game. Alright. I mean, it's to address the complaints, right? After what happened to the Calling 2 release, the launch, everyone hated it. They're like, what the hell is this? This is just like Calling 1, but I gotta pay this again? That's their fault. What did I expect? But yeah, thanks for hosting the game, Schnoodly. Thanks for making D&D happen for all of us. Still, it's one of the weirder things I've seen. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna host now. Later. Is it not working? Oh. There it goes.